the home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Sooners will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20.
All right. Hey, Ricky.
And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Cause I'm outside of the club when you're
back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Voorhees. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never
so
developed.
long before he caught it and got the ring.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Anthony. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Anthony. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Guys, when you think about Arkansas, really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
And the punt team gets down there and touches it down. That's where they'll put it in play. The Sooners offense will try to get something started with their first possession. It will be a priority to get the passing game up and going, something they really didn't do with one of their biggest weapons last week, David.
Yeah, and last week he just wasn't a big part of the game plan. And I would expect if you want to get explosive plays going and you want to get this offense in a good spot, Jesse, you're going to find this guy on the outside. He can turn matchups into nightmares for the defenses. I think he'll be used early and often this week.
Yeah, so if I'm the quarterback, I want to get him going early, right? And maybe I'm calling some easy throws, some hitch routes, some slants. Just get him touches, get the juju going, get the focus and the rhythm locked in early in this one to make him a bigger part of our game plan today.
Caught over the middle.
Come on, you got to make that hit.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go work on 1st down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throwing right.
Two of y'all there. One of y'all got to pick that. Picky.
And one this freshman got away with. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air.
Oh, come on. He came back for that. That's not a first.
Well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. And the Sooners are marching down the field. Trying play action. He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Trying to take it back. At the 20.
Cause I'm outside of the club and you think I'm a bum. I don't know the words to the song, but that's a pick sack.
Gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
And finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
He'll bring it out. It's Kearney. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Bring in the heat. Going to try to get it himself. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fears the pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
The Sooners with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Robinson. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, defense.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39.
Fumble, recover, scoop, score.
From the gun, they'll try the middle.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The play action fake. Got it in the middle. It's a technique.
Oh, I thought that was a pick.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Now on the
gave me the pick animation and took it back.
First down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
All right, let's get this last stop.
Snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. So after that pick 6 on the opening drive, a chance here to get a touchdown of their own. They're working that left side. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on 2nd and goal. The give to the back. And he'll lose yardage yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Fitted in the window for the score. The extra point here would tie the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the Razorbacks have this offense rolling. The hand to the running back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit.
They just don't. Okay? Touchdown.
They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see.
Oh, he throws it to where I got to jump.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And they'll just down it right there. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Catch in the middle. It's Kearney. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Finds his man. It's Sategna. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Offense gets set for 2nd down. QB draw. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sategna. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an
stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big blue?
Always a welcome play for the defense. They get a sack at the 47.
And the offensive line has to do a better job protecting their man. It's fourth down. He needs some time to make a play. The defense brings the blitz, beats the offensive line, and gets the big sack.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
There we go.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Wants to fire on second down. Using the quick game. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Pratt. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Razorbacks look to do some damage in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Safe completion on the screen. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
It'll be a draw. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Well, as soon as the running back got the ball, there was just absolutely nowhere for him to go. It just seemed like the D-line built a wall up front.
Yeah, and a great job. You're thinking pass right away because the draw is supposed to look like a pass first, rushing upfield, but then seeing it, reacting to it, and making sure they let that ball go nowhere. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Got him in the backfield quick.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Razorbacks have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get...
Touchdown, Arkansas! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Grabbed in the middle. It's Kearney. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense decides to stand on the result of the play. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground.
The one to bring the pain.
And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Pulls it in and looking upfield. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals. And the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the run is Voorhees. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Safety.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Slings it downfield. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. The Razorbacks will punt this one away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll leave it with him. Quick spin on the line. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
I told his mother.
Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Sategna. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers, the safeties, and make them come up. But the defensive line, they're thinking run as well. Slows down the pass rush. Gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Just came out and fired a strike on the slant.
And those are tough catches to make because you know you're going to have that defender draped all over you. So you've got to have strong hands, and you saw that receiver pluck the ball.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Unloads to the wideout.
On defense, you got to get them hands up there, get that pick.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You got a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If
He
it's
went
not
up and
there,
got that.
throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. It's incomplete, and it also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give out of the gun. Turning it on. They get him on the ground, but not before the 10-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Got it behind the line. It's Robinson. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Trying to bull his way in. And he's going to score. Touchdown Sooners.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. It's first and 10 for this offense from the 42. To the air on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play of the half. And back to the air on second down. Intercepted for the 11th time.
He tried. He's going to go straight to the ground. Try to get a field goal out of it, but
we played 2 quarters here.
It is what it is.
Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville.
And the Razorbacks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kearney. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Got 3 on first down at second and 7. Back to pass. The screen, he can go. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now. And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to
bananas. Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He's going for the big play. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. On the move, he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snagged out of the air. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll try the right side. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Now that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field. They just couldn't hook up on that one.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Brown. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
This time, he's got his man. Finds a crease at the 20. Big gain on that one.
Oh, he crossed over.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Touchdown, Razorbacks! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was paid.
And they pick up the extra point kicker, knocked it right down the middle.
Obviously, the offense went 3 and out of their last drive.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Showing off the arm. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle inside him.
The give to the tailback. shakes off the defender.
That man got hit, bounced back, and then ran forward and got hurt.
That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there and create a negative play.
All the way dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Off play action. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Wheeler. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Working that left side now. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Grab behind the line. It's Sategna. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole place is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
Well, that's when the kicker would like to have that. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The Razorbacks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Oh, he's got some space. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size. Still got him on the turf. And the Razorbacks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Razorbacks are on the move. Looking for space. It's Voorhees. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On the run, fires downfield. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Punts it out of the air. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Arkansas! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
Man, listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff. But putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Georgia Tech is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in the ATL for some time. They're up by 38 over Duke. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Got the quick completion. He'll be right out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Pass interference. Offense. Hey, but it was a big game. It was a ranked opponent.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it fly. Snatches it on the right. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. When you think about great Oklahoma receiver.
There he goes. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That's caught. It's Robinson. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Kearney. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Sooners are facing third and inches. Surging forward on the sneak.
Well, we've seen this a couple times on this drive now, but having a lot of success with the quarterback sneak, and there's something going on up front right now, whether it's just the offensive line getting a better push or he's finding the crease to the right side of the center or to the left side. Whatever he's doing, it's working. The defense has not been able to stop him, and they just ride the center and the QB sneaks.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill, and I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going, and as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the
Why was
he? And it makes the grab, it's a first down.
Oh, God. Who was supposed to be covering you?
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many choke yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Takes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Bought a little time, lets it go. The sure hands, it's Wilson. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous. Making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter. You're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
The Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football. With the lead late in the game, if we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Razorbacks. short pass to put the 6 on the board. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
And I love the play design here. The ball is designed to come out of the quarterback's hands quickly and finds his big-time target for the touchdown.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Kearney. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Prime. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened at this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Arkansas! The defense gets it done with a huge interception return. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammer like here in Week 10.
And that just
Oh man, I love watching other games when I'm playing.
Needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you.
Is that early a computer?
You got to go out and try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
We make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He breaks a tackle. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's
Someone call 911.
They're running the football right up the gut, right at you.
This man's getting blown out the water.
Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
On the ground, it's Beebe.
That's all we wanted.
He'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
And the Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Really good job by
This offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.
Good game for the Razorbacks.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing